Now I want to check in with Jeannie. She's at Capital One in Philadelphia. I sent out a tweet asking my fans to meet her there, and they could dress in their favorite duo. So let's see who's there. How many people you got there, Jeannie?
What is up, people of the internet? It is March 22nd, 2017, and today I was on The Ellen Show. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. I did a lot of screaming today. Today is March 22nd, 2017. Tomorrow on March 23rd, 2017, me and my friend Erica, who you guys all know from my social media, are going to be on The Ellen Show. And this is a storytime video about how. So I'm just gonna start this off by saying I don't understand how this kind of stuff happens to me. First I just made a storytime video about how I had lunch with Josh Dunn, and now I'm making one where I was on The Ellen Show. It's beyond me. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it. Last night on March 21st, Ellen tweeted that Philly, be ready. Ellen was gonna be in Philly. Oh my god, I have to go. I live so close to Philly. It's such a easy drive. So I go, and I was talking to Erica, and I was like, we're going. So today comes around. Erica slept over last night. Our original plan was to leave before the morning. That did not happen. We didn't end up leaving till 9, which meant, and with traffic, we didn't end up getting into the city till almost 10 o'clock, 10:30. We get there, we walk around a little bit, we do a little shopping, and these girls, we are on Walnut and 17th, which is where the show is being taped. We see these girls, and they're all on the side of the road with big Ellen signs, and they're honk for Ellen, and we're oh, we're gonna join them. So we join them. I'm gonna be putting in news clips and clips from The Ellen Show into this video because I just think it's so oh my god, we were featured on so many news, we were interviewed by a bunch of people, it was insane. 11 o'clock, Ellen tweeted, 11:30, Ellen tweeted basically come as your favorite duo. She and Portia are going to be themselves, but everyone needs to come as their favorite duo. So we're all standing on the side of the road, and we're oh my god, and everyone starts running. And at first we didn't know why everyone was running because I hadn't checked my phone. And we go onto Twitter and we see the tweet, and me and Erica are oh my god, what do we do? Because from Halloween, me and Erica were Myrtle and Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, but we didn't have our costumes on us. And I called my mom. I was is there any way you can get our costumes to us? She's I'm not driving into Center City. I'm not doing it. I was oh. And then me and Erica were standing there, and we were what are we gonna, and I was oh my god, Chippendale. We had Chippendale are our boys, and that'll be such an easy costume. So we start running all over the city. We went to all these stores. We went to Target, we went to Forever 21, we went everywhere, and we were trying to find brown, 2 different shade brown shirts. We ended up finding them at Forever 21. Since I was Dale, I was the lighter brown, and then she was the dark brown. And then we're okay, but now we have to go to Target. We have to get name tags because and it's just easier. So we go to Target and get these name tags, and we write our names on them. And note how us being us, we do them in Chippendale autograph style because that's just us. And then we sprint to the bath. If you know Center City, you know, so Walnut has Forever 21, Ulta, all that on. I mean, Forever 21's not on Walnut. Forever 21's on Chestnut. But once you get onto Chestnut, there's Target, there's Forever 21, and then there's the mall little thing. I don't remember what the mall's called, but there's the mall. So we go to the mall, we sprint to the mall, we go up to the bathroom, we change really quickly. It's around 1 o'clock at this time, and then we're in the bathroom stall doing our hair to get space buns, which look horrendous right now, but you'll understand why later. We walk out, and everyone's kind of looking at us what are these girls doing? And we sprint back, and by the time we get back there, Walnut and had been blocked off. They stopped letting traffic through because at 1 p.m. that's when they blocked it off, and they started setting up. And at first so when you're looking at the thing, at first we were in that front section where the cameras were facing in the show, you'll see it. And we were we need to find somewhere where we're going to be seen because obviously they're looking for costumes. So we were searching around, and I found this thing behind the cameras next to the production van. And I was there's barricade. We need to stand there. We need to wait there. And so Erica finally comes over because I was trying to get to her attention, but she ended up just walking over anyways. And we're standing there, and we meet these 2 adorable little girls, Journey and Dallas, and they were there with their mom and their Nana, and they came up from Delaware, and we kind of befriended them. We talked to them a lot. Jeannie then comes over, and she was taking pictures with everyone. We got a picture with her, which was really exciting. I'll insert that. I was texting Lindsay, who's one of Lucy's friends, and Lindsay was coming to meet up with us, and we used to work about that. Lindsay finally comes. She gives us the bobby pins, and then Lindsay ended up. We were like, Lindsay, what could you be? And Lindsay ended up being Gadget, but Lindsay wants to internship with Ellen, so we got Jenny, who is one of the other assistants there, who come over, and we were like talking to her about like interning, and then we found out that me and Jenny both grew up in the same part of Orlando, and like I knew people who went to her high school because like obviously like we grew up in the same part of Orlando, and then we were talking about Florida, and then she was talking about how like adorable me and Erica's costumes were, and she was like, when we start picking out people, like you guys, if I don't come over to you, like if I'm getting held up, they call my name and get my attention. So we're like, oh my god, like okay. We waited another like 2 hours, and Lindsay, we had another question for Lindsay because we were wondering if we could do a trio. Tried to get Jenny's attention again, and Jenny was like across. So like we were here and Jenny was like over here. And we get Jenny's attention again, and she was like, we have a question. And then she just looked at us, she's just like, meet me behind the van. And I was like, oh my god, what's happening? So we went behind the van. Unfortunately, we couldn't do a trio. We could only do 2. So we go behind the van, and they started pulling groups, like not groups, but like like people dressed in costume that they like thought were really good, and everyone was meeting behind this van. People over, and then I hear Chip and Dale, and it was Jenny, and she was like, I need you guys. She like walked over and she whispered to us, she's like, I need you to guys, like as like nonchalantly as possible, walk over to the sidewalk and just wait there for me. And we're like, oh my god, like what's happening? And they stopped collecting people, and our little group was standing on the thing, and Jenny and Gina from Prank vs. Prank was there too. That's like another thing. But Jenny and Jeannie were all like, okay, we're gonna split you into smaller groups now, and we're gonna talk to you guys individually. By smaller groups, they meant our group of 5 and then like one massive group of the rest of the people. So they bring our 5 over, and we're talking to Jenny at first, and she's like, she goes, okay, so I'm going to point at you. I'm not gonna go in order. I'm just gonna randomly point at you, and you need to act how you would if I was Ellen and I just like walked in. And me and Erica like went all out. We like fist bumped. We like chest bumped. We were like, whoa, we were pumped. And then she was like, okay, now I need you guys to act if I was Ellen and you just won something for me. And then she asked us like, is there any, like if we could do physical activity, if we were willing to like throw our dignity out of the door to be on the show. And she asked us our names, like our ages and what we do. And she was like, okay, you guys wait here. And then they went to go talk to the other big group, and then we just heard screaming, and these 2 girls dressed as T and Tamara were told to come over with us. And our little huddle, and all of a sudden I hear Jeannie like whisper, she's like, Chip and Dale, and we're like, what? And oh, by the way, when we were in our small group of 5, Jenny took pictures of each of us and sent them like back to Ellen and like to the production out in Los Angeles. And I heard Chip and Dale, and then it was Jeannie who told us to come over, and she was like, I'm gonna take your guys' picture again. She just like looked fun and like energetic. We're like, okay, like we got our picture sent to Ellen twice, on like the production company twice. Jenny comes over, and Jenny was like, I'm gonna film a video of you guys, and we had to say our names, our age, what we like do, like we were college students, and then who we were dressed as, and we had to have a ton of energy, like all this energy. And so all of us in that like group of 5, no, correction. So we did it, Coke and Pizza did it, Shark and Narwhal did it, Tia and Tamara, like Mario and Luigi did it, and Black Eyed Peas did it. And then they started taking groups of costume people to just go out in the crowd and stand in the crowd. And then they go over to us and they're like, basically you guys are the top 5. You guys have all been sent to the production, and you guys are going to get a lot of TV time. You're probably going to talk to Ellen. You're probably going to be introduced. Like, you guys are the top 5. It's all up to the production company now. And then she was talking to me and Erica. She's like, I know you guys have very basic, like simple costumes, but you guys have so much energy, and that's exactly what we need. And then finally we like go out, and she lines the like 5 of us in a line next to, who was it? Jeannie. So we're in the dead front, and she's like, okay guys, like you guys are gonna be live streaming with Ellen, just to let you know, we're gonna be filming this. And then it came down to the countdown, and I just remember when we went on, I literally went nuts. You will see it. I'll like play the clip, but it was such a surreal moment. I almost started crying. It was such like an overwhelming feeling, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. They cut that segment. We were done filming that. We were done live streaming with Ellen, and then we all got taken. All of us costume peoples got taken to the Capital One building. So we get into the Capital One building, and they give us numbers, and the top 5 like of us stay downstairs. and the rest of the costume people went upstairs to watch. That was, so we're all waiting. We still don't know who the top 2 are. We are all like anxious and like getting pumped, and we're like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen next? Unfortunately, me and Erica weren't the top 2. We weren't picked to do the challenge initially, so the winners got $10,000 and the runner-up got $5,000, like for completing the obstacle. And we were lined on the obstacle course and we were like cheering them on, and like you'll see there's gonna be a lot of clips in this, like of the thing. But yeah, and then afterwards we just all hung out in there. We signed like all our like paperwork that we have to for being on, like giving our consent to be on TV basically. And I'm just still 110% baffled, because I know Jenny kept saying she loved like our, like me and Erica's enthusiasm, and she thought our costumes were so cute, especially for how last minute they were. And just everyone who works on the Ellen show is so sweet. Such a, like, I didn't expect any of this to come out of today. I thought I was just gonna go to the taping and it was just gonna be like when I go to the Good Morning America show or the Today show, like it was just like I'm in the crowd. I didn't think I'd actually get to be a part of the show, and I'd be so close. Me and Erica were so close to winning that $10,000. Like it blows my mind. Like I don't even know how I would have reacted. And I'm just shocked that I get to say I was on the Ellen show. So yeah, there's a vlog that's going to be coming with this. I don't know which one's going to be put first, but whatever's put first, I'm going to link into that out bar anyways. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite, like if you love Ellen, comment down below what your favorite like Ellen segment is that she does. And I hope you guys all get to watch it. And I am still like baffled. I'm so grateful for everything. Like I don't understand how this, like a lot of stuff like this happens to me. It's honestly, it's mind-boggling. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this is such like a calm video, but it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm losing my voice from screaming so much. And I'm really tired because I've been up since like 6 in the morning. And I have so much math homework I have to do now. But yeah, it's insane. Thank you so much to Jenny. Thank you so much to Jeannie. Thank you so much to Ellen. Like, for like making this a thing. It's just, I'm baffled. I'm 110% baffled. Okay. Bye guys. Thank you guys for watching.